Hello everyone, this is Grandmaster VAR AKOBIAN and I'm here with my student Jonathan Maktik, and we're going to take a look at the 1000 GM games from the St. Louis GM North Tournament. So this round, Jonathan, we're going to take a look at the game between Grandmaster BELOUS, who is playing with the white piece, against FM WOODWARD. So let's take a look here. C4. So this is called the English opening, everybody. If you're not familiar with this, when you play the move C4, that shows that white wants to play the English. But in chess, sometimes we have transpositions. You intend to play English, but opponent says, no, I don't want the English. I want to transpose to Grunfeld, for example. So that's what we see here. Now, G6, knight C3, D5. So this is a delayed Grunfeld. The pawn is not quite on D4 yet. Actually, there are very interesting lines in this position white can play here. He did play the move D4, but for example, it's very, very popular idea. Take on D5, knight takes D5, and guess what? H4, the ultra aggressive idea H4 with idea H5. In fact, I have actually played this before in a couple of times.
I played the Grunfeld exclusively, so I love, and I force it like this over other openings. Yeah. I love this.
It's really nice. It's, you know, you play H5, at some point you have H6 even.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. But in this game, Grandmaster BELOUS played D4. He says, you know what, I just want to transpose to the normal positions. So now we have bishop F4 line. Of course, the main line, the very main line in this position is you take on D5, knight takes D5, you play the move E4, knight takes C3, pawn takes C3, castles, and there are several moves here. Rook B1 is very theoretical, bishop E3, queen D2. Yeah. So this is like the main, very main Grunfeld stuff.
Yeah, I live there.
So, but Grandmaster BELOUS plays bishop F4.
Like a London.
Yeah, more rare line. So castle now, E3. And now C5, immediately Woodward is trying to break the center. So very aggressive and very direct approach, but white takes. We're still in a theory. So this all has been played before. Takes, bishop takes. And here, one thing about this is black is a little bit behind in development, Jonathan. If you take a look, white has a lot of pieces developed here. The bishops, knights, the rook. So black is just a little bit behind in development, and he has to play very accurately. So now castles, this is still fine. And I think what happened was, when I was talking to Andy after the game, he said he just made one mistake, and after that his position was just really bad. So bishop F5, queen E2, still normal knight E4, trying to activate the forces, and white says, no, I want to keep the knight in the game. I want to activate this, I want to have some bishop C7 ideas at some point. So for example here, I have a question for you, Jonathan. If rook AC8 is played, why is this a bad move?
Looks like it's let's see here. He's going to do knight takes, so rook takes knight.
Rook takes knight, excellent. Sacrificing the exchange, and now if he takes back, we go knight D7 check, forking the king and a rook, and if he goes to the corner, then we simply play knight takes C8, picking up the rook and the extra pawn in the pocket.
Yeah.
So you have to look at your tactics. And do you know by any chance what is this tactic called? When you do these tactics, what is the name, everybody, for this tactic?
Well, the knight is overloaded, right? So because he's doing too many jobs, and you are doing an exchange sacrifice.
Exactly, but the exact term for this is called removing the guard, everybody.
Removing the guard.
Removing the guard. So this is the lesson for this game. Removing the guard. When the guard is there, you sacrifice and you simply remove it.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's continue with the game here. So Andy played E5, which is still apparently good now. Bishop G5, and here knight C5, double question mark, blunder. In this position, black has to play knight takes G5, knight takes G5, and try to opt for a move like queen D8 and try to keep the position under control.
Bishop is a bishop.
Yeah, bishop is a bishop. White does have some initiative because the knights are quite active, like H4, but this is how he should play. But instead, knight C5 is a blunder. That's actually not even a bad move. It's a blunder, Jonathan. Double question mark, because now after bishop C4, it's going to be some serious problems here. Some B4 ideas in the horizon. So a lot of problems here for white. So now I play bishop E6. That's another mistake. And now simply check. Takes. Bishop E7. Now hitting the rook. And now threatening to take on C5, because if you take back, bishop takes E6 is a problem. So now he played rook FC8. Basically just out of the opening. Position was lost. Knight G5. Another sharp move here, putting pressure on the bishop. And now bishop trades. And guess what? Now queen comes in. And now we have a pressure pin on a C file. And also queen F7 is on top. So that's another problem here. So he goes knight E6. And now the rest is just a history. Yeah. Queen takes here. There's just no way. There's just no way to protect F7 here. That's why he played the move knight E6. Yeah. So he goes here. Takes. and now simply rook d1, now threatening to play the move rook d8 as well. So h6, knight e4. Yeah, this is just, the game is over here, just a couple of more moves. Take. And now when you have, that's the advantage of having two rooks, you can attack something twice.
Yeah.
Queen can only defend one time, but rooks can attack twice. And the rest was just too much material. And now just the king is just gonna get mated. Now rook d7 mate is threatened. In fact, the reason he played f5 because Jonathan, if you take this, now queen g8, rook g8 check, king has to go to the corner, and then we got the mate on f6. So you can do that. So that's why I played f5. But position is completely hopeless. Check, a cut. Okay, this is very important. Don't give a check because he will go here. You do a cut first, okay?
Yeah, so
you cut the king, and now you're gonna do the staircase with the rooks. Staircase with the rook, and now I'm not sure what was this. This look like a spike check.
Yeah,
you know?
spike checking.
If the king goes here, you will take the rook.
Your queen on h1.
Yeah, spike check, and Grandmaster Bellows won the game in a great style. And unfortunately, just one really bad move in the opening, knight c5. And after that, position just simply collapsed. He had to, once again, Jonathan, this is already third or fourth video, we see that how important it is to eliminate opponent's bishops, okay? Bishop is a bishop, remember. When you have a chance, you want to eliminate that bishop.
Can I ask one question? So after you maintain it, so let's say, so after you take the bishop.
Yes,
so
take
the bishop,
and you need to bring the queen back into the game.
So can I see like a couple of computer moves or like what you would play?
Well, the line it goes like this, h4, defending it, h6, and there's a little crazy move g4 here.
Okay.
It's super complicated.
Yeah.
It goes here, knight e4.
So you have to compress your position again, get range.
It shows about equal, but again, it's super dangerous.
Yeah.
So and also, white doesn't have to necessarily play h4. I mean, if you don't want to play h4, you can just even retreat.
So once you get up the bishop pair, it's okay to like underdevelop because you have range now, ranged pieces. So like
it depends.
It depends.
It depends. You still want to make sure you develop your pieces, but here with two bishops, you have a little bit more cushion.
Okay, so you can do more backwards moves if you have the bishops.
If you have the bishops, yeah. So yeah, basically knight c5 was a bad move, guys, and then it followed up by another move, bishop e6, and after knight e7, Andy Woodward was lost already. So very nice and very quick and clean victory by second seed Grandmaster Bellows. I hope you guys enjoyed this game, and we'll be back with more videos for you.